Listen.
If you do not understand white supremacy, what it is, and how it works, everything else that you understand will only confuse you. Now, sometimes people say, well, you mean everything that I understand will confuse me if I don't understand racism? Yes, because racism is the dominant political and religious motivating force among the people of the planet in all 9 areas of activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex, and war. That covers just about everything that any person, minute by minute, might be doing or engaged in any time of day or night, anywhere on the planet.
You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger. I am the danger.
Sure, because they set it up and they know what's going to happen. They know that people are going to get incensed and whatnot, and somebody, the way that they will put it is, oh, you took the law in your own hands. See what I mean? But they will make sure that the setting is such that no white people are involved. See, that's the key. You look around and say, who's involved in all this crack house and whatnot? And that, I got 16 people together from the neighborhood, and we went down there and said, we got to put this crack house out of business. And we wound up in a big shootout. I mean, you have a half-a-day shootout down there. I mean, so bodies all over the place. And now, that's just not the end of it. That would work fine out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, like in the days of what they call the frontier and the Wild West. I mean, you just have the OK Corral situation, and you just got dead bodies, and whoever came out on top won. And that would be the end of that. But the world is not run like that. All of a sudden, you haven't seen these white faces before, but you're going to see plenty of them now. You're going to see plenty of them now. They don't live nowhere around there. But all of a sudden, they're going to show up with guns and whatnot and say, what's going on here? Now, I got all these dead bodies around here. I mean, they're all black dead bodies. I mean, and when you say you're straightening out the neighborhood, wait a minute. What neighborhood? You say, my neighborhood. And they say, you don't own a neighborhood. I own neighborhoods, boy. I own all the neighborhoods all over the world. You don't have any say-so about anything. You say, but I'm protecting myself. You don't have any duty to protect yourself. I protect you. Say, yeah, but you didn't protect me and whatnot. Hey, I decide when you're going to get protected, okay? You're always dealing with me, boy. Get that in your thick skull. You're always dealing with me. You're not dealing with anybody else but me. Now, catch my drift? It's like the scene in, this has been done among white people, so they know about this. The scene in Godfather 1, when Michael Corleone showed up at the hospital and ran up and down the corridors and say, where are all the people supposed to be protecting my father? Mm-hmm. Where are the people supposed to be protecting my father? They know that people have made threats against him. Nobody's here, just a nurse. And so he stood outside, and the people who came to kill him, they saw that they might be going up against some vigilantism here, so they took off. But then, what happened? McCluskey shows up. Say, I thought I had all you guinea hoods locked up. And what are you doing around this hospital? Get out of here. And then he broke his jaw. Mm-hmm. And he said, I came to protect my father. Well, you're a law enforcement officer. Why aren't you protecting my father? He said, look, don't tell me my business. See, so in the world of white supremacy, they understand that principle very well. So the white supremacists will plant a crack house in a neighborhood that they intend to cause black people to move again. See, one of the major strategies of the white supremacists on this planet is, like you learn in Shane, keep them squatters moving. Don't ever let them have a stable neighborhood anywhere. Put a crack house in that neighborhood. Allow that crack house to flourish so that everybody will panic when they have no protection and run. And then we take over the whole neighborhood and gentrify it again. And then when they go wherever they're going to the next neighborhood, after 10 years, we start the same thing all over again. Keep them squatters moving. That's the strategy. It's evil. And it's all them. It's nobody but them. You have to rid this entire planet of the system of white supremacy. But you can start simply by pointing out that's where the problem is. The problem isn't with the drug dealers and all like that. There's no problem. They can swat them like a fly. The white supremacists know that. They're the ones who give them the drugs. They're the ones who haul it in here. Black people don't know anything about manufacturing anything. All they know is somebody gives them something and say you can make some money. And you can show off. And you can buy some cars and run up and down the street showing off to your friends, which is the black mentality. They know us better than we know ourselves. That's why they can manipulate us to do anything, mostly destructive, almost always destructive, bottom line destructive. That's all black people are supposed to be ever doing on their own is something destructive. And the white supremacists are behind it all. And call it that. That's the first step. If you want to do something about it, call it what it is. System of white supremacy.
But that doesn't
They'll
stop.
say, oh, you're talking about the Ku Klux Klan. No, I'm not talking about any Ku Klux Klan. I'm talking about the entire system of government. Put the label on it that you should have. The system of white supremacy is the name of the only government on the planet. They are to blame for everything that non-white people are doing that shouldn't be done because they are the only people that control or tell or educate the non-white people of this planet. Let's tell the truth about it. Now, I'm either telling the truth or I'm saying something false. If you go to school, they tell you what's going to be in the books. Is my book in the school?
No.
No. Because it tells you about how the white supremacists operate. That's why. They're not supposed to talk about that. We're not supposed to be talking about what I'm doing right now. So the question might be raised, why do the white supremacists allow me to talk like I'm talking? They are very intelligent. What they do is say, who's listening? So when they see that nobody's listening, nobody's using the term white supremacy, system of white supremacy, it's all the fault of the white supremacists, since nobody's saying that in one voice, in a loud voice, where it bounces off the walls everywhere, in every place, in every office, in every factory. The system of white supremacy is what's in place, the only government in the world. Nobody's saying that, but maybe Neely Fuller and a few other oddballs. So as long as nobody's paying attention, we'll just keep doing what we're doing, because they're not even identifying the source of the problem. They're saying, well, this committee this, or this gang this, or it's the Crips and the Bloods, and so if we can just get rid of them, the world will be a better place. No, they only exist on account of the system of white supremacy manufactures a system where it does exist. They know exactly what they're doing. Manufactures the drugs and the 9mm that show up with the drugs.
So all
We
this,
didn't have the 9mm all over the neighborhood and the assault rifles and whatnot until the drugs showed up. And the drugs showed up with the guns. We started off with this program talking about guns.
mm-hmm.
The drugs and the guns showed up among black people, put in black people's hands after when in the Northwestern Hemisphere? After the 1968 riots. That's when. They say that we don't, if black people are going to be out here with guns and whatnot in the street and tearing up things, we're going to control the guns that we give them by controlling their minds. And we'll use the drugs to control their minds, and the drugs will automatically lead them to slaughter each other. It'll also disrupt neighborhoods. It'll disrupt the schools. It'll disrupt everything that they try to do. And we'll sit back over on the other side of the fence and laugh about the whole mess, because they haven't figured out yet who's pulling the strings. If we can find out, of course, that's the first thing we do. We ask them to find out who the people are who are doing it. And if they say they can't find out, then we simply say, I have no reason to believe you. Because these are the people that live next door to you. These are the people who play golf with you. What do you mean you can't find out? The people who run the world, and you are sitting at the table with them, and you don't know anything about them? and they are allowing this to happen, a crack house on my corner, and you're telling me I can't do anything about it because I'd be violating the law if I do, that the drug dealers can stand their ground, and I can stand my ground if I can find out where my ground is. But I don't have any ground. I certainly don't have any grounds to go down there and do anything about it, because then you will lock me up faster than you'll lock them up. Tell the truth, sir. Now, some people have said they've seen some cartoons of my work on the internet that have been presented, and that it pretty well embellishes what I have been trying to say in my textbooks. And to the extent that it does that, well, that has been, from what I understand, some people reported to me, a plus. Because they didn't understand what I had written very well, but when they saw those cartoons that just repeated what I was saying and attaching my name to it, and came right out of the book, the material did, they say that they better understood it. And I can understand that because people are kind of visual, particularly in the year 2021 now, more visual than ever.